If you have attended any of our focus groups before, you know what they are all about. For our first timers here, these webinars are purely to help you use and understand Zoho features better to easily implement them in your business. And that's the aim behind every focus group, to make things a little easier. Today, we'll be walking you through emails in Zoho CRM, from setting up an email account that works best for your organization to making sure that your emails are being sent the right way. We'll be demonstrating each of the features we discuss. So, do have your system handy so that you can try them out simultaneously and post your questions in the Q&A panel. Hey everyone, hope you all are doing good today. Thank you all for being a part of today's focus group of part 1 of using emails in Zoho CRM. As the name suggests, today we look into using emails in Zoho CRM, what it does, how it works, and how you can use it. I am Gerard from the Zoho community team, and I'll be walking you through the session today. Joining me are Sundarjan, Renuka, and Prakash, who will be acting as our panel. Do make the most of their presence and feel free to ask them any related questions that pop up. We have a Q&A session towards the end of today's focus group, but you can ask questions as the session progresses using the chat interface. We've had to pre-record this webinar to avoid technical difficulties as much as possible. However, if we do face issues during the session, please be kind as to let us know in the chat box and we'll rectify it ASAP. This webinar is part 1 of a 3-part series on using emails in Zoho CRM. Today, we'll be discussing the importance of emails for your business, a few process implementations, the benefits of using emails in Zoho CRM for your business, and a few initial steps in configuring the email account. More importantly, we'll pick business challenges that Zoho customers like yourself have faced and discuss how Zoho email can leverage to get past them. Emails have become a very integral part of our daily lives, and it has been considered as the most frequently used communication channel even by businesses. Many marketing analysts have let email marketing spearhead their marketing strategies. When you want to convey something to your customer, be it a product launch, an offer, or a festive campaign, emails serve the purpose best. This undying communication channel continues to make daily conversations with us and find its place on our laptops and mobile phones. Before we start, let us take a look at a few email insights. In 2022 alone, 333.2 billion emails are expected to be sent and received each day. The global email users forecast in 2022 is at 4.3 billion, and by 2025, the same is set to grow to 4.6 billion, and that is more than half of the world's population. Since open rate for e-commerce emails is also increasing, many e-commerce businesses have adapted to using emails primarily for communication. Also, email subject lines have convinced more customers than salespeople have in the last 10 years. Emails in Zoho CRM, the best of both worlds. Emails in CRM help you converse with your customers from the CRM platform itself without having to switch to other emailing channels. Right from where you can get access to important customer data, you also get to send and receive emails from the same place. That brings you an added advantage. The data that you can interpret from the actions that customers make after receiving your emails can help you come up with strategic plans for follow-ups and easily close deals. To sum up the why in one line, emails in Zoho CRM improves your sales by helping you write powerful and personalized content by combining emails with contextual CRM information and analytics. From having a timeline view within each record of all email communication to automatically sending emails to your records or users for numerous actions, emails are used in so many areas of your sales process. Email protocols are used to send and receive emails inside the Zoho CRM. In Zoho CRM, you can also choose to configure emails with either of these two protocols, namely IMAP and POP. The POP3 configuration does not sync emails. It stores the emails inside the CRM by using the space in the server. The IMAP configuration, on the other hand, does not store emails. It syncs the emails in the CRM and does not use up any space on the server. Let us take a look at the POP protocol. It helps you in keeping a data repository even if a particular customer is not a part of your business, provided the data sharing was configured to public. There are a few advantages of using the POP configuration. The emails will be directly downloaded to the user's computer, and the messages can be read even when the user is offline. You can open email attachments much faster as they are already downloaded. With the POP configuration, you need very less storage space as emails are already stored on the local machine. The POP configuration is very popular, easy to configure and use. Now let's take a look at the IMAP protocol. It is the most preferred type of email configuration. Here are a few advantages of using the IMAP configuration. With IMAP, your emails are not lost in the event of a system crash or stolen PC as they are stored online. Support for simultaneous update in shared folders over different clients is allowed. Freedom to view only parts of the message without downloading the whole email is also possible. You have the ability to decide when to download the attachments of the email too. Here, you can take a look at the overview of the differences between these two email configuration protocols. For our use case, we have taken a brand called Funky Pop, an e-commerce brand that sells t-shirts, trousers, jackets, phone cases, and accessories in a funky style. The brand collects leads via various methods like Facebook ads, carnivals, and other social media contests. Firstly, under email configuration, we have the compose settings. Here, you can set standard font settings for all your emails to maintain uniformity and consistency. Based on your business requirements, if you want a few specific emails to have different font settings, then you will have to change it for every email manually. Default from address. Emails having a personal touch always make a better impression. It makes readers feel like having a one-on-one conversation with you, and setting a default from address helps you achieve the same. All email addresses that are added under organization emails or those emails which are configured through IMAP or POP integration will be available as the list of default from addresses. All users can choose one email address as their default email address so that whenever you send an email to your customer, the default address is displayed. Email signature. This setting allows you to set an email signature. Each user can set up to 5 email signatures and use one signature for each email. This signature can consist of not only your name and designation, but also your organization's logo, address, and contact information. Now let's take a look as to how to compose the basic compose settings in emails. Click on Settings and under Channels, click on Email. Considering our use case, here we're choosing a default font family and a default font size that looks appealing with respect to the brand's image. We also choose the default from address. Now for the email signature, we've kept the brand logo on one side and the user's information on the other side. And once you're done, these changes will get automatically saved. Choosing the right email protocol. Always make sure to ask the right questions, keeping your business in mind before choosing the email protocol. As we've already seen the advantages, requirements, and limitations of both these protocols, choose one that suits your business best. Now, let us take a look on how to configure your email account with an email protocol. So click on Email, click on Get Started. First, we choose from the email service available. Here, we choose Gmail. And then, we're choosing the integration needed. For our business, we will be choosing the IMAP configuration, considering that the business process involves a lot of users in the organization. And after selecting the email account and allowing the necessary permissions, you can see the email account is now configured. And after filling in the default from address, we select the necessary sharing permissions. In our case, we choose public as the mails need to be accessible to everyone across many devices. And once that is done, you can save these changes. Here's what a fully configured IMAP configuration looks like. When you configure your emails in CRM using IMAP, you get access to Sales Inbox, a feature that segments your emails into categories for your efficiency. Sales Inbox gives you a dedicated view of emails not only from leads and deals, but also from not in CRM and colleagues. It also gives you the option to choose from single column view and multi column view. Any emails not in CRM can be added as the lead or contact in a single click. The feature automatically takes the basic details, and once you furnish the advanced details, your lead or contact is ready. Email sharing permissions. There are four types of email sharing permissions, namely private, public, custom record level, and user's choice. When you choose private sharing, only you will be able to see all your customer emails. In this scenario, the emails will not be visible to anybody else in the organization. CEOs or administrators who wish to keep their email communications private can use this sharing option. When you choose public sharing, the emails will be accessible to everyone in the organization. You can choose to add the domains that you wish to exclude. For a customer service company, where all emails have to be accessible to everyone, this email sharing option can be chosen. In the custom record level sharing, you can manually choose which customer emails to share with the other users. With respect to custom record level sharing, you can choose the individual record and select Share Email under the email related list. In the user's choice sharing, you give permission for the user to set their own sharing permissions. An example considering our use case would be a scenario where a particular unusual product damage complaint that has to be checked with the product management team and the quality assurance team if a damage like this would generally occur. Mass update and preferences. In due course of time, if you feel that two or more users in your organization need an update on their email sharing permissions, you can simply select their profiles in the list and click on Mass Update. Here, you'll be able to choose from the three fields that can be updated, namely exclude domains, email shared with, and email sharing permissions. Once done, you can save the changes. Admins can use the preferences option to set email sharing preferences for new users based on the role. When a user is assigned a new role, then the user will be assigned the preferred email sharing permission and other properties as well. Look at mass updates. Here, the scenario is that two people from the organization have been looped in an email conversation with a material vendor who wishes to get the best fabrics for Funky Pop. We choose to change their sharing permissions to public so that the entire organization can view their conversations. We select the users, then we click on Mass Update, and we choose the fields that need to be updated. After clicking on email sharing permissions, we click on public and then save. Organizational email addresses. Here, you can send emails representing your organization. For example, when a person from the sales team wants to send emails, they would prefer to send emails with email addresses that represent their organization rather than their own. In Zoho CRM, you can configure your organizational email address to send and receive emails. Click on New Email Address and then fill out fields like display name, email address, and who can use the email address. You'll be able to send and receive emails with this email address only after confirmation by Zoho CRM. Email templates. Amongst many advantages, you can also use existing email templates in Zoho CRM. These existing email templates can be customized to meet your business needs. It's easy to create an email template because this works with a simple drag and drop idea. You can also add buttons to various parts of the template and hyperlink them to the product website. You can add eye-catching pictures and fonts. Zoho CRM provides you with various formatting options to make sure that your email templates look nothing less than amazing. Once these templates are saved, you can use them whenever needed. Now, let us take a look at email templates. So go to Settings. And under Customization, click on Templates. Here you can find the list of templates that have already been created. In our use case, we've made an Halloween offer template for the e-commerce brand to be sent out as newsletters via emails. CRM allows you to see the email template in form of desktop version and in the mobile version too. Email intelligence. Email intelligence, among other things, provides the ability to track sent emails via Zoho CRM. This in turn helps you identify the status of the email sent from Zoho CRM. As you constantly see the performance of your emails, you can easily plan your email efforts moving forward. Email insights, when turned on, provide you with valuable information like delivered, meaning that the email has reached the recipient, clicked, meaning that the links in the email have been clicked. It also shows you total number of opens, the first time and the last time that email was opened, total number of clicks recorded in the email, the first time a click was recorded, the last time a click was recorded. Opened, meaning that the email has been viewed and opened. It also shows you the number of times the email has been opened, the first time the email was opened, the last time the email was opened. Always make sure that email insights are kept on before sending out mass emails. Now let us take a quick look at email insights. Email insights, when put on, help you see if the customer emails that you have sent have been opened, clicked, or bounced. Here's a quick example. When you put the mouse pointer over the status, you will also be able to see what time the email was opened at. And if the email has been opened multiple times, you will also see the different times when it was opened. Mass emails. This feature comes in handy when a particular information or announcement has to be conveyed to your customers in a single click without you having to send separately to each of them. Consider this situation. A lot of customers have recently complained about suspicion of another brand called Funky Pop being out there now. Now, since you have to correct the situation, you send an email to all the leads saying why they shouldn't worry about this issue and how they can find the differences between the original brand and the fake one. In this case, sending a mass email comes to your aid to communicate to all your audiences, purchases or not, about this concern. There are two ways to send mass emails. Process 1. Click on Leads or Contacts, select the Actions drop-down box and choose Mass Email. Now you can create a new mass email. You can now create a new mass email. Here you can select the field that the email has to be sent to. You can select the required email template, choose the from address, and you have two send options available. You can send the email immediately or schedule it for later. You can then add a follow-up action or even add one or more follow-up emails. Here you can select the email template, choose the from address, and then again you have two send options. You can send the email immediately, schedule it for later, and then set up follow-up actions. The differences between both the processes is that in process 1, you will be able to send a follow-up action and or email. In process 2, you will only be able to set a follow-up action. Mass emails as a feature is really beneficial when you want to find your niche audience. Now let us see how to send mass emails. The scenario here is to send mass emails to the contact details that we have recently collected from Funky Pop buyers in the town's carnival. This is a welcome email for Halloween with a promo code at the end of the email. And here we choose process 1 to send mass emails. Under actions, we click mass email, and here we create a new mass email. We select who the mail is supposed to be sent to, in this case all leads. We choose the right email template, in this case a welcome template. We select the from address. and then a follow-up action. In this case, we wish to schedule a call. The call is scheduled for 5 minutes after the user opens the mail. We can also schedule a follow-up email to push the customers a little bit more to using the promo code on their next purchase, for which another email template has been chosen. This follow-up email will be sent 5 days later to anybody who's opened the first email. In this case, we have a follow-up email to be sent 7 days later to the people who have only opened and have not replied to the mail. Once you're done, you can schedule the mass email. Workflow rules for emails. Workflows work with a simple rule of whenever an action is performed and if the conditions match, the workflow will trigger. With the help of Zoho CRM, you can now automate email workflows, thereby saving you a lot of time. You can customize actions to be taken, like creating a new lead, a new record, a new task, etc., based on the actions that your email audience make. For example, after customers receive emails from Funky Pop, they might open it, not open it, leave it unopened, and so on. Here, you can set rules so that you can get notified what the customer action was without having to go check it specifically every time. The when the action is performed can be set with either for incoming mails or outgoing mails. Zoho CRM gives you the opportunity to be notified with the basic actions that customers make with an email, like opening it, replying to it, not opening it, and opened and not replied. Now for the second part, and if the conditions match, the workflow will trigger. We can set the conditions, choose the modules, and associate the right. Once you set the condition, you can set instant actions or scheduled actions to take place based on the trigger. Email workflows trigger notifications to help you keep a track of the actions that customers have taken with the emails that you've sent. This results in you keeping a track of all the actions at the same time without having to go and manually check for each customer, thereby saving your time and increasing your productivity. Let us take an example here with our use case. Let's take an example with our use case. We have a set of leads after sending out mass emails. Now we need to set workflows to be notified of customer actions taken with the email. Click on Settings. Under Automation, we click on Workflow Rules. We create a new rule. The module we selected to be emails. We enter a rule name and then click on Next. We select the outgoing email. This workflow is to see the number of leads who don't click open the email. So we choose unopened. And then we set the condition. Here we wish to apply this only for a particular set of fields. So we choose no and then choose the desired field. We assign this rule to all leads and then save the workflow. This workflow is a simple one, but based on your business requirements, you can go ahead with creating complex workflows too. And then finally, we set an instant action. Here, we want to trigger a notification via email. So, notify via email. There are already a set of email notifications that we have created. You can choose an email notification from that, or else you can choose to create your new email notification. We give this notification a name. We assign who this is to be sent to. Choose an email template. And when you hit save, you can see that your workflow rule is now active. Zoho CRM allows you to enable and disable email workflows as per your requirements. So, hereafter, moving forward, whatever email sent will work with this workflow rule. With Zoho CRM, you can choose not to configure your email address but still add leads and contacts to your CRM. Yes, the BCC Dropbox makes it possible. It helps you save time and automates the process of entering lead details easier. The BCC Dropbox is more like an end of the funnel strategy that you can use where there are less number of customers to interact with. Copy and paste the BCC Dropbox email address in your BCC space before you send an email. Once the email is sent, the customer will be automatically added as a lead or contact based on your search pattern. The search pattern is a tool that helps to find if the particular lead or contact already exists. You can set a rule where if the lead or contact does not exist, the same will be added as a lead or a contact. You can send mails to the BCC Dropbox email address only when your email address is added to the list of approved email addresses. To use the BCC Dropbox. Consider our business use case here. We've collected customer details from a carnival. We've then sent mass emails to that list. Based on customer actions taken to the email, workflows have triggered follow-ups and email notifications. Now, we have a list of customers to whom we can make specifically targeted conversations with the BCC Dropbox. We've obtained a few leads via the carnival event, so Cyril, one of the leads who has not been added to the CRM, is also here. We have planned to make conversations with this customer using the BCC Dropbox. We place the BCC Dropbox email address in the BCC space. Type the email address of the lead and then you hit send. Now, if you go check your lead section, you can see that the record is now a lead. Always remember, if you want to use the BCC Dropbox, you should place the BCC Dropbox email address in all the emails to be sent. That's when you can get the entire conversation in one place. You can also view this email under the email related list under the record. Email bounces and best practices. Even after carefully curating the best strategies to send mind-blowing email campaigns, it's wise to run it through a couple of email guidelines to make sure that your emails are delivered correctly. There are two kinds of bounces in emails, namely hard bounces and soft bounces. Hard bounces are when Zoho CRM finds the email addresses to be undeliverable. In this case, the emails are moved to a block list, and this means that you can never send emails to these addresses anymore. Soft bounces happen when Zoho CRM is unable to send addresses temporarily. To these soft bounce email addresses, Zoho CRM allows you to send emails 5 times. Even after the 5th time, if the email is undeliverable, then this email address is considered as a hard bounce and the email address is then blocked. Here are a few other guidelines to send optimal emails. Formatting issues to avoid while importing lists in CRM. The email address field should not contain any special characters like comma, spaces, and quotation marks. Make sure that each column is titled correctly after the respective field names. Keep away from stale and old email addresses. Stale email addresses belong to any of these criteria. Email addresses are no longer valid. The contacts have not been getting emails from you for a long period, say more than 6 months. Leads and contacts have changed their email address long back. Contacts have not been using their email account for too long, so the account has stopped working and started returning bounces. The email domains have expired. It's always wise to check your email list before sending any emails if it's been a long time since you used that email list. Never use public domain as your from address. When you use your public domain email address as the from address, it's very likely that Zoho CRM considers it to be spam. Thus, it's wise to use private domain addresses to send mass emails to customers. Make sure your leads and contacts are collected not from untrustworthy sources as they might be illegitimate. It is wise that you verify and confirm the interest of your leads and contacts in receiving emails before you send bulk emails to them. Always remove invalid email addresses. Summary of the benefits of using emails in Zoho CRM. We can start making strategic decisions based on customer actions for your emails and not have to go elsewhere to search for the customer data. For example, for visitors who interact with offer emails more than product emails, promotional emails can be scheduled. Zoho CRM provides you with in depth insights so that the actions that you take based on data provided are specific. For example, if a Halloween email campaign has been scheduled, we can carefully split the audience based on those for whom the campaign worked and did not. For this list, we can prioritize them for festive campaigns moving forward. With customer details and their communication all in one place, you will end up having a very rich repository of customer information. It gives us a clear idea of customer avatar with information like type of clothing purchased, locality, date of purchase, recurring purchase details. You can come to a conclusion of who your customer is and target them with emails that are more niche. You'll only be communicating with leads that have the highest probability of closing, thereby saving your time wasting making conversations with leads that don't close. For example, after we set the lead score and its rules, CRM helps us to find the leads with high possibility of conversion so that our bottom of the funnel campaigns are even more clearly defined. With the help of workflows automation, you can assign rules and conditions based on your requirements. For example, you can set workflows to automate tasks like scheduling a call with a lead who has opened the email, sending a follow-up email to a lead who has not opened the email in the first place yet, and so on. With the help of workflow rules, you can assign rules and conditions based on your requirements. For example, you can set workflows to automate tasks like scheduling a call with a lead who has opened the email, sending a follow-up email to a lead who has not opened the first email yet, and so on. As you already know your audience's likes and dislikes, your approach to communication will be well defined and closing deals will become easier. Funky Pop's admins will have a record of their customers' behaviors like time of purchase, average cost per purchase, etc., so that the marketing teams can approach their activities based on an overview of the same. Here's a gist at what we'll be covering in the part 2 of the 3-part series in using emails in Zoho CRM. We hope that this webinar was useful to you. If you have any doubts post implementing the techniques you learned today, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.